Hello boys, girls, and bees, I'm Senpai. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to be learning more about BTS. This documentary was recommended to me in the comments. This BTS documentary, it will give you goosebumps. Being BTS is not easy, damn, okay? So yeah, so we're going to be learning, I guess, about like BTS's history and their journey, 2013 to 2023. What is it? Discover the inspiring journey of BTS from their humble beginnings to becoming a global sensation. This powerful documentary witnessed the struggles, setbacks, and triumphs faced by the remarkable Korean boy band as they defy odds and overcome numerous challenges in the music industry. Get ready to be motivated by their unwavering determination and passion. This documentary will change the way you look at life, providing a powerful source of inspiration for everyone. Join us as we dive deep into the incredible story of BTS from zero to hero. Wow, okay. So yes, if you do anyone join us free, please go to like and subscribe and join the community on this channel. If you would like to see more BTS videos in the future. So yes, check out this documentary. It's like damn, it sounds like it's like a powerful story.
They were unknown, just a group of 7 young boys trying to make it in the music industry, facing constant setbacks, failures, racist remarks, and insults from radio
What does it say?
facing constant setbacks, failures, racist remarks.
A little Korean boy band that's fundamentally not important.
Marks and
Hope there will be. Oh my god.
Insults from radio show hosts, feeling like giving up and almost saying goodbye to their careers. Little did they know that within a few years, they'd become one of the world's most renowned Korean boy bands.
Damn.
They have come so far. They have made history. They have paved the way for talent. This is their story, a roller coaster journey of failure and success, desperation and triumph that has captivated millions of fans across the globe. This is how the BTS international sensation made it from zero to hero.
Wow.
This story is going to change the way you look at life. It's not a story, it's a motivation for everyone watching right now.
Damn.
Let's look at this inspiring story that changed the lives of many people all around the world. Let's take you to 2010 when BTS was nothing. Big Hit was almost bankrupt. During these times, Big Hit decided to give BTS a try with a fresh concept and new faces. Debut another boy band named BTS that might change things. It was a difficult thing, things were uncertain, but Big Hit took that risk. In 2013, BTS debuted. They were so excited and worked hard for this, and finally BTS performed for the first time.
Damn, so they must have not, so they definitely didn't have a budget then, right? To debut and to like get people. I'm not sure if they what was like the pay? It must have been like very like minimal like contracts and stuff.
Do you think it was because they liked BTS's talent? No. This chance was given to BTS just because the scheduled performance was cancelled. And looking back at this, it makes me so angry. Imagine how many groups still face this type of treatment.
Yeah.
If you think that's worse, then prepare yourself for the next part. Because most times, whenever BTS performed in the shows,
What does it say?
Next part. Because
I don't know if you already knew this, but BTS performed in front of armies even if they knew that the broadcast is over. The lights been cut off and their performance weren't aired. They were included in the lineup, but SBS cancelled it. They performed for armies so they won't be disappointed. That's damn. Honestly, I don't even think inherently this is like a BTS problem. I think this is just like a music industry issue in general. Like a lot of the time, it's like you have to do these things to make it. Like you actually have to start from literally nothing. Like say like doing performances for free, not getting paid for performances, or like in this situation, this is like a lot of the time when it is sad. It's like people care about people care about numbers and they care about your notoriety and your crowd. Like a lot of people do. It's like if you're a nobody, a lot of the time people won't even give you the light of day or even a chance. No matter how talented you really are, most of the time no one will even give you a fucking chance to perform, and that's why it's like it can be so hard to get into the industry. I mean, because the industry is already, so so competitive, and then wanting to like get into it, like, yeah, there's a lot of the time it's like, not, I don't think it's like a BTS thing. I think just a music industry thing in general, that like a lot of the time, like, people won't even give you like the light of day when you're just starting off. Like, they don't even like give a shit about you. Like, you're basically just like scum, like just like gum that they're like, you're just like gum that they're peeling off and throwing away in the garbage. Like, you just worth nothing to them, which is, yeah, it's just awful. It's like no one, like, it's sad. They're like, a lot of the time, like, a lot of like performers, even though they're very talented, they won't give them a chance. And you can see like big, like, famous, like, singers and artists, not even just BTS, but they do talk about the fact that they started from literally nothing and they got treated badly. They performed in front of small crowds, or like they did performances for free, did performances, yeah, when it didn't even matter, because like in this situation where it's like it's not even being aired, but at the same time it's like they're still performing for people, I guess, you know what I mean?
Most
But
times,
I get how
whenever
it's like
BTS
fucked up.
performed in the shows, their performances were not broadcasted.
Like, that's so disrespectful. Like, that is actually so disrespectful. It's like, what? So they just like they just like cut the broadcast off? Like, that's so disrespectful. Why can't you keep it on just for their performance as well? It just seems so disrespectful.
Or cut off, because compared to other big companies with lots of money, Big
They're a
Hit was
small
not
company,
a big
yeah.
shot. They didn't have enough money to spend on marketing, promotion.
Right.
Even the clothes they wore were really cheap, due to which many people accused them of plagiarism.
Louis Vuitton, Gucci. What? So like saying that they're like they're fake, like they're like fake designer clothes.
That's why the boys did what they could to promote themselves. The boys went to the streets with tickets in their hands, giving it to many people for free. Yes. And even after that, how many people joined? Only 400 armies. But BTS didn't let these small setbacks disappoint them, and since this was just...
Sadly, that's not even like a crazy thing to me, like, you're going and, like, saying, oh, like, come to a concert, the tickets are free. Like, basically, to some extent, like, you're like, some people are like begging. You actually have to like beg people to come to your concert. That's like how it is, honestly, and I think that's still all the time how it is today. But luckily, I think compared to like 2013, compared to now, with a minimal budget, you can independently with the internet now. You can, like, it's like TikTok and YouTube and Twitter and stuff. You can promote yourself without having a lot of money. But obviously the internet was still a thing back in 2013, but obviously I don't think, like TikTok and stuff existed in 2013. It wasn't as easy as to like, promote yourself like online as it is like nowadays, I would say.
Just to start, the boys were so ambitious. The next year, Boy in Love was released. BTS worked hard on this concept. It was a schoolboy concept popular among many big K-pop groups, and fans loved it. Even if you still watch this video, it will feel like a breeze of fresh air, but the reaction BTS got from this release was completely unexpected. They were accused, of copying this concept, which is such a ridiculous thing.
What do you mean?
Because this type of concept is really popular in K-pop, and it made me wonder why some K-pop fans went this far to discourage a group.
That's so fucking dumb. How are you copying a concept? Like, that's basically like a trend, right? That's like how can you copy a fucking concept or like a trend? That's so dumb.
Group that's completely new in K-pop. The worst thing was the backlash from the media, and even when they went to a variety show, the host didn't hesitate to talk about plagiarism.
What the fuck?
However, Suga handled the situation pretty well. He said we had already shot the video and everything was ready, but somehow times overlapped and things didn't go as planned. Even after that, BTS was accused
disrespectful.
many times of copying concepts
so
of famous boy bands,
disrespectful.
copying outfits to get some clout. Some went too far, saying that BTS even plagiarized their logo, which is enough to break anyone who is starting their career in K-pop.
Oh my
But
God.
BTS didn't look back, and the boys courageously moved forward. And after 2 years, they won their first music show award.
Yay!
BTS were on cloud 9, and so was the fandom. Things were going pretty well until haters entered the chat. Yes, some
What?
haters said that Big Hit bought albums, that's why sales went up. So in
What, they
short,
like
this win
hate
didn't earn
them?
any positive reputation for BTS. But these claims were buried in the
Gross.
dust because Big Hit wasn't doing well then. They were using managers in music videos to cut the cost of hiring people and buying $14 clothes. So buying albums in huge quantities was just a ridiculous claim by haters. Moving forward,
I mean, look, you don't need expensive clothes to look nice, you know? If you have, like, you know, if you have the right person, like, a designer, able to, like, you know, get cheaper clothes to look nice, like, to fit a certain vibe of the video, I don't think that really matters, honestly. Why does it even matter? If you look, like, you know, if they look good, why does it even matter the cost of the clothing?
BTS was accused of spreading misogyny
Honestly, I find
with
that more-
controversial lyrics.
more impressive.
The lyrics of songs such as Hormone War and Rap Monster's Joke were controversial. The fans of BTS considered
Misogyny?
these lyrics as a crass reference to general men in South Korea. Even the 2014 song Boy in Love became controversial because it had some childish lyrics and forced women
Wait, so what were the lyrics with the massage? Hold me tight or I'll make a move on
Boy
you.
in Love became controversial
My heart could lose you unless you hold me
because it
tight.
had some childish lyrics and forced women despite their
Say what you want, say what you want.
choices and consent. BTS didn't hesitate to accept their mistake.
Big Entertainment and BTS acknowledged that since the end of 2015 there's been a controversy regarding the misogyny in BTS's lyrics. And after reviewing the lyrics once again, we found out that a portion of the substance could be misunderstood to criticize women, which was not intended when it was being written. That's just dumb.
Instead, they apologized.
Big Hit Entertainment, all of BTS, are extremely apologetic toward all the fans as well as the people who felt uncomfortable because of BTS's lyrics and as content, and we will continually refer back to such comments and problems in the future during the lighting process. I mean, that's just stupid. Like,
And released an official statement on Fan Cafe. Then the most saddest moment happened. That still brings tears in the eyes of every army. When Jungkook went to a variety show, The Flower Crew, Jungkook brought hamburgers, Coke, Sprite, and bacon for the people.
That's so nice.
Jungkook offered it to them, but they straight up rejected it. Like, seriously? What's the harm in accepting such a sweet offer? In the video, when Jungkook says this, sadness is clearly visible on his face.
Oh, right, well, fuck you then. What? Okay, fuck that. What a fucking assholes. Like, that's so nice. Like, what the fuck?
And bacon for the people. Jungkook offered it to them, but they straight up rejected
So
it.
what do they say? You know what it feels like?
Like, seriously?
Feels like it's leftovers. Okay, well, fuck you then. Go fuck yourself then.
What's the harm in accepting such a sweet...
What is it? It's really new?
They straight up rejected it. Like, seriously? What's the
It's like it's
harm in
leftovers. It's really new means he bought it.
accepting such a sweet offer?
It's okay, forget it.
In the video, when
Go fuck yourself. Okay, fuck you. Then go fuck yourself then. Go fuck yourself. Okay, like what the fuck? Oh, like okay. Okay, if he doesn't want it, he could say no in a nicer way. Okay, doesn't be like, are these look like leftovers? Like they're not leftovers. Like oh forget it, then take it back. Oh fuck you! What a fucking asshole.
Jungkook says
I
this,
feel so bad for him. Like that's really nice, a really sweet gesture to do, and he just gets treated like shit. That's so fucking awful.
sadness is clearly
That's
visible on his
disgusting.
face. Why are they not accepting it?
Yeah,
But
what the
things
fuck?
took a quick turn, and years later, Grammy-nominated artists BTS were invited to TVN's U Quiz on the Block.
So so gross.
And the host was Jo Se-ho, the same man who disrespected BTS. This is what we call karma. Do you agree? And ARMY didn't let it slide and what we call karma. Do you agree? And ARMY did.
Jungkook is the kindest and humble person in the world, and of course he won't say anything against and will act normal in that variety show, but putting him in that uncomfortable place and situation is unforgivable. What the fuck, Big Hit? Thinking Jungkook deserves better away from Joe. As I looked at.
Didn't let it slide and trended.
I know Jungkook wouldn't want us to drag again, but I'm a grown woman with very fragile feelings, so I'm a fit.
Many hashtags asking him.
Meme. I want an apology letter before my boys will appear on your show. I won't tolerate mistreatment again. Yo, damn.
To apologize. Due to so much pressure from netizens, he apologized. I am also sorry if I have made the audience feel uncomfortable. I may have acted differently since I was trying to get to know Jungkook and Kim Min-suk. BTS members had a good time in that show, and the ARMY also enjoyed it. In 2016, BTS released Wings album that broke worldwide records, and that made BTS one step closer to worldwide recognition. However, then a really alarming thing happened. The leader of BTS, RM, got injured. RM could not perform at the 2016 K-pop World Festival because of health issues. The agency released an official statement that RM felt severe pain.
We are making this announcement to let everyone know that BTS member Rap Monster will not be participating at the K-pop World Festival. On the 29th of September, Rap Monster felt a pain while practicing the choreography of BTS's second album and visited an ortho center. He was notified that the pain could turn into a stress fracture. Oh my god, if he kept putting stress on his leg. And the doctor told him to refrain from any movement that put stress on his leg. The x-rays show no injury as of yet, and his joints are all in good shape. Otherwise, in order to rectify the situation, he needs to go through regular physical therapy, and we plan to do just that because it was discovered in its early stage. We'll be able to fully cure it with proper rest, so Rap Monster will be focusing on resting and bringing his condition back to be able to make a comeback in full health. Although he will not be attending as a performer on stage, he will be making an appearance as a joint MC. Also, on October 1st at the Busan One Asia Festival, Rap Monster will not be going up on stage with the rest of the members. Well, that's good. Prioritize health. Health is always what's most important.
While practicing, he was taken to an orthopedist immediately, and there was a high chance of a stress fracture in his leg. Although x-rays showed that he is doing fine, to avoid any inconvenience, he needs rest. For the Busan One Asia Festival on October 1, he didn't perform as well. BTS didn't feel really good without their leader, their support RM. But what I'm about to say next is the peak of unprofessional attitude of organizers. The performance was a complete mess. BTS gave their best. Singing, dancing, everything was next level. But there was no lighting, no cameras, only fan cams recorded this performance.
What?
The boys put in so much effort and were literally sweating after giving an energetic performance.
And
this is the response they got.
It's like a phone
really
recording or something?
The worst part is that the performance wasn't even broadcasted. BTS didn't face rude attitudes from organizers and netizens, but even from their managers. There is a video of one of the BTS managers raising his hand to hit Jungkook. According to several netizens, the manager is saying, "Get lost while I'm still speaking nicely." The clip is from BTS 2016 Seasons Greetings DVD, Making Video. On December 10, Big Hit released an official apology through Twitter, stating that they are sorry for making fans worried and have taken strict action against the manager in question. In concert...
What the fuck? What? That is inexcusable. That is fucking inexcusable. Not even just as a manager, just like anybody, okay? That is abuse of power. That is abuse of authority and in power. Like any working environment that you have a superior or a manager, whatever like trying to put your hands on somebody, that is not, that is fucked. That is 100% just fucked. And there's no, you can't say, oh, I'm sorry for my actions. I didn't, it was my wrongdoing to try to put my hands on you. No, get out. You have no right to be a manager ever. If you ever like try to put your hands on somebody because of what, you're getting like annoyed by your talent or something, no, get out. You should not be a manager. You should not ever be a manager ever again. That is inexcusable. That is disgusting. There's no excuse for doing that ever. Like, what the fuck? He tried to put his hands on him? What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, that's so awful. I mean, you hear so many things about awful managers and like terrible managers, and it's like, fuck me. Like, yeah, there's some awful managers out there.
When BTS was performing, Taehyung shared the news of his grandmother's death with
Oh
ARMYs.
no! Oh my
If you are an
god.
ARMY, you might know V shared a very close bond with his granny, and that's why he was devastated.
God.
Even at this grieving incident when V deserved support, and people should send condolences
Yeah,
or
of
leave him alone
course.
to mourn him for the loss,
Yeah, of course.
Antis decided to make things even worse for him. Antis not only sent death threats to him, but also said he should have gone with his grandma and made
I'm sadly, this is like the internet. This is just how fucking awful the internet is. Fuck me. I need attention. Suffering the threat of death by a group of also T6 sent an email to Blight threatening to go to boycott events in December. Oh my god.
many more rude comments which are purely evil.
That's
Things
disgusting.
were getting
Yeah.
out of hand, and there was no sign of anti-stopping. After many disrespectful comments and death threats, Big Hit Entertainment made an official statement. We would like to announce that from November 10th, 2016, we will take strong legal actions against malicious online rumors, false information, personal attacking posts, and
Hey, you know what? That's fucking great. That's great. Yo, big up, Big Hit. Because the problem is, right, people who do this never suffer repercussions for their actions. So doing this is actually great. You know what I mean? You may say, oh well, they're just trolling online. Well, the thing is, right, if you never take action against these pieces of shit, against these people, then they're never going to stop. If you take action like this, like you take legal action, then people will realize that, oh shit, my consequences do actually have actions, and then there'll be a deterrent for people to stop. You know what I mean? It will be a deterrent for these like disgusting rats to stop making comments like this. Not even just in this situation, but you're on the internet in general, doing stuff like this in general to people. Because the problem a lot of the time is why people troll and are able to send death threats and stuff like this, because there's no repercussions for their actions. Because you're online, most of the time you're anonymous. There's no you don't get in trouble. You don't get in trouble for sending death threats or being disgusting and sending threatening messages or stuff like that to people. There's no repercussions. So
comments, etc., that will harm the reputation of BTS members. But do you think any statement like that would stop Antis from saying negative things about BTS? Yes, you are right.
Yep.
It didn't stop them at all. In 2017, Jimin, the singer of BTS, received many death threats. Due to this, Big Hit increased security. ARMY made
That's
a human
good.
barricade with hands to show support and love for BTS.
That's sweet.
Which is the most loving event in BTS history, and
That's so
not many
sweet.
people know about it. In 2017, BTS was invited to the BBMAs. For a K-pop group, it's a huge achievement. The boys were happy and motivated to start a
Nice.
new chapter for BTS. They were so young then and completely new in a foreign country. They had a lot of pressure and were shy, and most members didn't speak English
understandable,
fluently.
I would
They were
be-
called names, made fun of, and humiliated for not knowing a foreign language, which is so weird.
Wait,
and BTS
what? Why do they talk about? Why is it? Oh, Christ! Hey, they're wearing makeup. Like, I'm pretty sure like Western artists wear makeup. I'm not sure where they are. Are they in America? I'm not sure like if they're in America, which specific place they're in, but I think it might be America. But I don't get it because like I'm pretty sure there's probably American artists, like male artists that wear makeup too. I would think, right?
For not knowing a foreign language, which is so weird.
That is
and
weird.
BTS can proudly say now that they broke the stereotype. To become successful and get international
Wait, that's the
recognition,
White House?
it's not
Whoa.
important to know English. You
Wow.
only need talent and sheer dedication.
Wow.
For BTS, things were clearly going
they
downhill,
visit the
and
White
this wasn't the
House?
first time. Even in the past, whenever
That's
BTS won
crazy.
awards, antis crashed the website of respected award shows, accused BTS of cheating, found some excuses to say negative things about them, or in the worst cases, sent death threats to the members, which was their last resort mostly. In a festa, RM mentioned that 2015, 2016, and 2017 were the toughest times for him. Suga added that they got so much hate during these years. In 2018, BTS even thought about saying goodbye to Big Hit and disbanding, which is a huge thing in itself, leaving your passion forever. Just imagine the amount of hate they got that they even decided to take this extreme step. In late fall of 2018, one of BTS members, Jimin, wore a t-shirt and on the back, there were drawings of atomic bombings of Japan during World War II, plus Koreans celebrating because they got freedom from Japan. The words written on the shirt were patriotism, our history, liberation, and Korea. TV Asahi Network said, "We have seen the news that a t-shirt worn by one of the members has set off a furor, and after asking the record company about this, we have made the decision to postpone their appearance on our November 9 show." BTS also apologized to people and fans who were looking forward to the broadcast. But it looked like the main problem wasn't the shirt, but something more. Western media and many netizens started spreading misinformation about the entire incident. Seeing this, ARMY didn't hesitate to show their support and love. They even compiled a 166-page paper named White Paper Project. They shared authentic information, stats, and the entire history of this rivalry, which made another point clear that never underestimate the power of armies. 2018 was overall a tough year for BTS.
Yeah, I don't think it's like I don't really know the history. I honestly feel like some people probably just like based off ignorance and just like thought it meant like a bad thing, like just speaking off of ignorance and not understanding like the history behind it. I mean, I don't know the history behind what the information on that shirt is. I'm just gonna give the benefit of the doubt and say I'm guessing. I don't think it's like, you know, a shirt that's like, you know, a shirt that has like a negative connotation or like a negative meaning behind it, because I do not think that they are those kinds of people that they would like. Why would you wear a shirt like that, like, you know, a hateful shirt or something? I just don't think that's what that shirt meant. I mean, but I don't know. I'm not saying I do know, because I don't know the history on it. I'm just saying that I feel like some people, some TV stations and stuff, I feel like they might have jumped to conclusions and they didn't actually do research and based off of like what the shirt actually meant and what like the historical aspect of it is.
Things were tough for them. Next is Naver and BTS. Naver is a social media app for K-pop fans and artists to interact with each other. From news to articles, everything related to K-pop is here. However, they faced millions of loss. In 2020, according to Insider, BTS held an online concert through Weavers. BTS earned almost $20,769,310 in revenue from 756,000 tickets. So to compensate for the loss, Naver joined
is that bad?
with another organization, and from there, more fuel was added to the entire situation. But this is completely fine, because Naver have never openly supported BTS. Armies became detectives and dug into the situation, finding the missing clues to the puzzle. When one army...
Why you should watch BTS contents on Waveverse instead of VLive. VLive is part of Naver. Naver... who has lost BTS because they held their online concerts in YouTube, which means Naver lost profit from the boys. If you watch Run BTS through V Live, Naver can gain a
Army
penny.
tweeted about why you should use Weverse and exposed Naver. Naver is
Reverse.
basically blocking BTS articles from their main page.
What?
Another army reported that Naver always blocks good articles about BTS,
Why?
like breaking worldwide records.
What?
But somehow bad articles about them are always on the top page. And this gave armies enough reason to join Weverse.
Wait, that's so weird. Why would any like site or like app or anything have like straight up like biasy and like try to like block a certain group? Like, that's so weird. Why would they do that? Why? What? That's so weird. Why would you do that? What the fuck? Like, why would you have biasy as like a site to like actually like block stuff from a certain like artist or group? That just seems so weird and fucked. Like, why would you do that? Like, what? Why would you do
and
that?
never ever use Naver again. In 2020, the parliament revised the law and made some significant changes. It allowed people who presented the country on an international level and added to the country's reputation, excelled in the field of popular art to defer their enlistment until 30, and armies all over the world were overjoyed. In South Korea, all physically and mentally healthy men aged 18 and older must enlist in the military by the age of 28 for around 18 to 21 months. For now, only Olympians, athletes, and some reputable artists are exempted from enlistment. Jin is serving in the military right now, but at that time, it was a huge thing for any artist. Likewise, other BTS members will also face enlistment as time approaches. Armies were overjoyed at this news, but many agencies and people didn't like this revision in the law. According to a survey conducted by the National Defense Committee, 60.9% of people favor BTS getting exempted from military service. Meanwhile, 34.3% were unhappy with it and called it discrimination against others. In 2021, more than 25 music agencies also wrote,
I mean, I guess I can kind of see, in a sense, like, why you would say it's like
against others. And 3% were unhappy with it and called it discrimination.
I can kind of understand to an extent why some people could view it as discrimination against others, because it kind of, if this makes sense, it kind of shows in a sense, oh, privileged people, as in, you know, if you're famous or if you've got like, you know, a lot of money, or you're, you know, you're popular, or you're famous, or you're a celebrity, oh, they don't have to do it. But if you're a normal person who isn't like privileged in that sense, you have to go and enlist, which sometimes that could actually have some sort of like an impact on your life to an extent. Like, it can hinder your life in more of a negative way than like, you know, I'm not sure like how it works like financially. Like, you have to like go out there and you know, for like 18 months to go and serve. I don't know like how like that works like financially or like stability wise. You just have to like leave, like just like get up and just leave your home for like a year, or like, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I have heard about that. Like, this is like a thing that happens in Korea, but I guess like I'm not gonna go into. I'm just saying like, I guess I can kind of understand if you're like a normal, like you're a person living in Korea who you have to go and do that as a mandatory thing, and then kind of feel like in a way it does feel like discrimination, like in some sense. Or how is it fair that they don't have to because they're famous or whatever, and I have to because I'm just a normal person? I can kind of understand how that could, from people's point of view, could feel like, you know, discrimination
against others.
Like,
in 2021, more than 25 music agencies also wrote that the new law is unfair and discriminates against other artists, which is considered somewhat illogical because BTS alone was adding millions to the economy of South Korea. And that's what made the government conclude that these boys deserve this. And they have done a lot for their homeland. Moving on, BTS was nominated as the Best Duo Group Performance. However, BTS didn't win the award, but that's not what made the ARMY furious. ARMY stated that Grammys used BTS for clout. Fans noticed that BTS were also treated poorly. Fans added Grammys kept talking about BTS's performance. A German show host, Matthias Matuschik, openly expressed his racist remarks and called BTS Corona.
What the fuck? BTS were once again the subject of racist on-air remarks and received a pathetic non-apology.
He even said BTS should go to North Korea for...
What the fuck? Nothing against South Korea. You can't accuse me of xenophobia just because this boy band from South. I have a cough. I have a cough. I'm not racist. I have a cough from there. That is the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. That people say I'm not racist. I have a Korean friend, but this motherfucker said I'm not racist. I have a car from Korea. That is worse. That is like, I think that's even worse. Like, fuck, what the fuck? I have the coolest car ever. I drive a South Korean car with a 6-cylinder. That has nothing to do with you being racist to Korean people, but 4-wheel drive, all the bells and whistles, and a top speed of 270. Korea rules well, South Korea, but BTS, yes, they actually have an MTV Unplugged now with a boy band Unplugged. That alone is paradoxal? Yes, and then these little fuckwits brag about the fact that they covered Fix You from Coldplay, where I say this is blasphemy, and that's what I say as an atheist. This is what you would this you'll be. You'll be vacating in North Korea for the next 2 years. What the fuck?
For the next 20 years. Celebrity Steve Aoki defended BTS. He said unacceptable the way radio host Matthias Matuschik speaks hate and racism in general.
That is straight up unacceptable.
To my brothers, I stand with BTS. Due to a lot of pressure, he apologized and said he underestimated the huge fan potential behind BTS's 3 letters. He was even removed from hosting any segment of Beyond 3.
Okay, well that literally just shows he's not apologetic. He's like, oh, I'm shocked that I got criticized and hate for my words. Like that's not an apology. Fuck you. Like
in 2022, BTS shared a video about something that surprised the ARMY worldwide. It is a temporary hiatus. One member added, "We've talked among ourselves several times, and we believe it's good to take some time apart." During the FIFA World Cup, Jungkook was the star. He gave an amazing performance.
That's good. That's good. I mean, when you've been a group for so long, I think it's healthy to take a little bit of a break and a breather, and then come back and you can be stronger than ever. It's better than potentially if they feel like they need a break. It's better for them to take that break than potentially feeling burnout or because like I feel like sometimes like if they don't take this break, this could be like they could disband. Not saying they would, but I'm saying this is how like that could happen in groups, that when you need a break, you need to take a break. Like I think that's like a healthy thing that they should do, or
which increased his fan list. But many ARMYs and netizens were furious by this news. During a recent live stream of Jungkook, he shared with the ARMY that he brought chicken for Jimin and invited him to eat together. Some people called him jobless, annoying, and desperate for attention.
What?
The group did years of hard work, polished themselves, and emerged as a gem. Some fans defend this by saying that idols must go through these things.
That's true.
But it's time for a positive change in which we treat K-pop celebrities like humans.
They are
Be a part of this
humans.
amazing community where we talk about K-pop.
Okay, I think that was a good video. Yeah, yeah, there's like, yeah, damn, they did. I mean, they deserve where they're at. I mean, yeah, they worked super hard. It's like respect to them, and it is very hard being in the spotlight like that. With like, you receive a lot of not just Korean like artists, like people in bands. Like, this is just like, I think this is just like the industry in general, just like being in the spotlight in general. You do get these sort of like the online hate and death threats and stuff. That's horrible. But I think it's even just like what's so much worse is like just like the disrespect that even like TV hosts and people on like television would give them, which I think is unacceptable. Like to have to go on like a TV interview, like they're taking their they it's like you asked them to come onto your show, and they're coming onto your show, and then you disrespect them. Like, I don't understand, like, TV hosts and that being like assholes. Like, they're coming onto your show to have an interview, and then you act like a piece of shit to them. Like, fuck you. Like, honestly, it's disgusting. That German, was he German? That radio host, he's a freak. That's just disgusting. And I can't believe he was just like, I didn't expect the fandom of BTS. Basically, he just didn't realize that, oh, I didn't know I was going to receive repercussions for my actions and for what I have to say. But yeah, but that was a really good video. Yeah, props to BTS. I mean, they worked really hard for what they have. Huge respect to them. They are very inspiring people. Honestly, it's very inspiring to see where they came from. The fact that they were a small company, like a almost bankrupt company, and were able to persevere and become one of basically the biggest group in the world is honestly really, really inspiring compared to groups from like bigger companies. Obviously, not taking anything away from, hypothetically, say if BTS was from a bigger company. Obviously, we're not gonna, like, you still have to work really hard even if you are in a bigger company, obviously, so don't take anything away from anybody that's in that came from a bigger company. But you know what I mean, like it's inspiring, the fact that they came from a small company and persevered regardless of that. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if there's anything you'd like to let me know, if there's anything you'd like to tell me. Yeah, and if you would like to recommend anything else BTS related to me, that'd be very much appreciated. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.